This part of the movie I remember, like she ends up eating the cheeseburger on the boat.
All right. Hello, everybody. We are live again on this fine Sunday, only 7 minutes late. Toucher was catching up on the movie. Real life couldn't, kept him a little bit behind. I have 5 pages of notes, but we're going to do something a little different. This is a review, our thoughts and our opinions, instead of a full summary of the film. Because I want you guys to go watch this film and see if you like it and give your opinions and things like that. So, today we are reviewing a 2022 movie called The Menu. And it may be a newer movie, but that does not mean it's bad. Everything these days coming out in most modern cinema is complete and utter trash. It's some sort of epic universe trying to draw you in, or it's James Gunn trying to stitch together TikTok videos and call it a Superman movie. But but in the end, it's still entertainment. And if you like it, fine. If you don't, criticize it. Hold them to task because you spend money on that. And
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you had something better to spend $30 on a movie and popcorn and soda than, and you could have got the same effect from doom scrolling for 2 hours. I'll have a opinion on that later this week. So some quick announcements. There will be some videos this week. It was a very slow week. I'm going to be doing some more King of the Hill stuff. I'm going to be doing some more other things. I got a review of the Nautilus series coming out. I will be watching it and giving my honest opinion of that, which absolutely looks
Nice.
fantastic. Yes, you can see the 3 scratches on my arm. I had to go down into my apartment's building basement, and the door literally ripped into my arm. Made me a little worried. It was a
Ouch.
demonic possession, but hey, you know what? I have salt on my doorway and a cross over it. Uh, but no, just so much coming out this week. I am going to be working on it. I want to do something, and of course, as news crosses, I'll make videos and toss them up. But yeah, so the menu, uh, all about a chef who has hit his fucking wall and just goes ham.
Yeah.
And I don't mean a little cooking the ham. I mean he goes off the deep end. And it's all about a very avant-garde chef played by the ever amazing Ralph Fiennes, and doing his whole thing. Um, it's phenomenal. Anya Taylor Joy, Nicholas Holt. And it's got some low key actors in it too. It's got like John Leguizamo,
Yep.
Judith Light. If you don't know who Judith Light is, she was the woman from Who's the Boss, which I'm kind of dating myself there. Um, but Judith Light, she was also in a lot of episodes of Law and Order SVU as one of the really bitchy female judge that just spoke her mind and actually liked the cops. But it is absolutely fantastic, and it has such a cool, integral weaving of some things. But the core emotions of it are just like anti-corporate. How much the corporations are just destroying the arts, and not just any arts. Like this one's cooking. Like we could draw prime examples to video games and everything like that. I mean, look at after EA and Bobby Kotick took over Activision, he bought Blizzard, and they just started pumping out stereotypical video games. Every year we get another COD. Every year we get this and another version of the game. The only one who I can kind of say has gone corporate but still maintains that artsy feel is Nintendo, even though they are basically making the same game over and over and
I
over
would
again.
highly disagree on that.
Have you
I
played the new? Have you seen the new Donkey Kong game?
I don't need to because Nintendo is literally just as bad as EA and Ubisoft and all of them because all they do is remake fucking Pokemon games and Mario games and expect you to pay $80 for it. And then of course they also tell you, "Oh, you modified your Switch slightly. Congratulations, it's a brick."
Yeah, I
So
highly
as
disagree
far
with
as I am
that.
also Nintendo doesn't know what the fuck the word sale means. So as far as I'm concerned, Nintendo is just as bad, if not worse.
Yeah, that's true. They don't brick other players don't brick your consoles, and worse, put it in the EULA.
Yeah.
See, it's not something I worry about. I buy my games new. I buy like three. I buy both Pokemon games back to back, and I'll buy the DLC, and then nothing else really goes into my game. I'd never have to worry about stuff like that. But I absolutely agree. They don't have a right to tell you what to do with your stuff after you buy it. Supreme Court ruled that, but Eula's apparently overruled Supreme Court law.
Well, the other problem is that they're based out of Japan, so they can argue, well, according to Japanese law,
That's great. We're in America. Fuck off.
that's great. Their business is based out of Japan. Fuck off. They,
Subsidiary in
they
America, they can be held responsible, like literally. I was talking to a lawyer friend about this because they're starting to question. Like they put out a petition, they put out a survey about the
mm,
virtual game cartridges, which is basically like when you go to the store. The Switch
uh,
2 has virtual game cartridges. You go to the store and you buy that cartridge. It's
mm-hmm.
actually nothing on the cartridge but a game code, and you put it in and it downloads the game. And players were like,
So it's no different than going on the Nintendo store and buying it through the Nintendo store,
mm-hmm.
which then lets you
and
download the game.
they're like, well, how do you like this? They got negative response, and they pulled the survey.
What a surprise! That's
Yeah,
honestly that's typical Nintendo. They are Japan's EA. Like
they
that's
are.
the easiest way to put it. They are Japan's
They're
EA.
also really
They they
shitty with the
they
patent
they,
stuff, but
they shit out a Pokemon or Mario game once every 9 to 10 months, and then expect you to suck their dick to pay for it. So
no, they haven't come out with a Pokemon game for like 3 years. So
there's another one coming soon. What is
yeah,
it?
Legends of
ZX,
Arceus
ZA,
ZA,
whatever the fuck it is.
the Return of Mega Evolution, and they actually changed some of the Pokemon formula with that one. It's like Legends of Arceus, but a little enhanced. It
It's
looks really
it's
good.
it's just another fucking Pokemon game that you're gonna shell out $80 for because nostalgia. It's my childhood. Like, oh, fuck yourself.
Don't shell out for the Legends games.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people in general. They're going to shell out
I
$80.
like
They're
the
going to
dual
shell out
cartridges.
$80 for the same thing that they played 6 years ago. Is what they're going to do.
I shell out money for. To be fair, those are also the only new games I buy.
Fair.
I don't buy Call of Duty. Both of my consoles are unhooked, my PS3 and PS4. But we're not here to talk about video games.
We're here to talk about the menu.
The menu. Sorry. Two people on very strong opinions get sidetracked on occasion and drawn into tangents. So it's the menu.
The menu.
So basically, it centers around Margot and her point of view of they go to this. She's invited to this avant-garde restaurant by a guy named Tyler, and Tyler is played by Nicholas Hoult, who, by the way, is phenomenal in this movie. The most underrated gem, right next to the sommelier. Man, that guy was upbeat and the worst. Oh my God! All the things that were happening, he was smiling. Come on, man!
The sommelier, like
the sommelier. That guy was so happy.
He was super happy the whole movie.
Guy scared me. No, that amount of joy is not natural.
Yeah, but Nicholas Hoult did a great job as Tyler. Anya Taylor-Joy does a fantastic job as Margot.
Kills it in everything. Have you seen Queen's Gambit?
I've not, but I have seen The Northman.
The Northman, I haven't seen The Northman yet. It's on the list. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
She does really good in that too.
The what is it? She worked with the director before. The same guy did The Northman, did Witch.
And I loved her in Witch too. That's a fantastic film.
That was so good. Like the end of that, she just hits fuck it. And, like she was right the whole time and no one listened to her. She's like, no one's going to listen to me. I'm screwed anyways. So.
But yeah, so we've got Ralph Fiennes as the chef. We've got Nicholas Hoult as Tyler. We've got Anya Taylor-Joy as Tyler's
John Leguizamo doesn't even get a name in this. He's casted as the movie star.
Yep. Yeah, he is a...
washed up movie star turning into food critic.
Yeah, he's a washed up movie star who's basically down to the point of like, well, if we can't get this reality show off the ground, your career's over. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so we've got John Leguizamo as the movie star. We have his personal assistant who is with him and clearly is not enjoying her job. There is a food critic and I believe her like associate from her magazine. The food critic is Lillian, who is played by Janet McTeer. Who the hell played her assistant guy?
This is why I keep Tacho around. I don't bother taking actors' names down.
He's not listed in like the main cast. The fucking sommelier is listed, but not him. But yeah, there's also like a couple that are like, as far as we can tell, they're just rich white people. It's a man and his wife who are listed. They're called
People who have
regulars.
repeatedly gone to the restaurant and
Yeah,
no care for the food cooked.
yeah. Played by Reed Birney and Judith Light.
Oh, Judith
Um,
Light.
and then we have a group of three like dickhead tech dude bros who are very wealthy, um, who show up. Basically being arrogant, like 20 somethings who are way richer than they
Loaded
should
20
be.
somethings.
Yeah, they're loaded 20 somethings. They work for the guy who owns the
The
restaurant
angel
that the
investor.
chef. Yeah, yeah, because the restaurant is owned by an investor who
And
helped keep it open during COVID,
the
basically.
concept of this restaurant, honestly, I absolutely love. A
I do.
private island where everything is self-contained, cooked, farmed, herded, everything is gathered on this island. It serves
Yeah,
the restaurant on the island called Hawthorne serves 12 people. That's it. They go
yep,
to a boat out there. It is I love the concept for this island, and it's actually given me idea for a D&D game.
yeah. Basically, you are boated out to this island. You are only allowed to go to this island if you are on the guest list or if you live/work there. Um, People are given a tour of the island up to and including like a guy in a boat who is harvesting scallops, who they are told like, yep, those very same scallops he's working on getting right now, you're gonna be eating those tonight. And like they smoke all their own meats on the island. They have,
Nordic
it,
style, which means
yeah,
it takes 180 days, I believe they said.
I think it was like 154 because
100, yeah, 154 days to smoke
yeah,
the meat and make sure it's up to snuff. And honestly, that make it a small smoker like
maybe
that.
it was 100. I just remember one of the dude bros asking like, so what happens if it's only
Yeah, just
smoked for
being a bougie
153
pretentious
days?
prick.
Yeah.
Like
Um,
everybody in this, every extra cast member, everybody at the tables, you will loathe, except for Margot.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Margot's not even that good of a person.
No, she's not a saint by any means. Like Margot is not some angel. It's not like, oh, I'm just the innocent woman. Like, no, she's not innocent, but she has reasons for where she ends up and
Mm-hmm.
why she ends up being the character you like. So let us begin. Do you want to start with them actually getting to like first course and
So
stuff?
the beginning of the movie starts off pretty standard. It is literally the movie. What's best about this movie and what I like most is how they present it. Each scene, each act, each segue is actually precursor like a menu. You
Hmm.
are literally watching a menu in live action, and that may sound absolutely crazy, but it actually is broken down into courses, which I thought was unbelievably new and creative, and was one of the shining things in this movie is how everything was broken down.
Yes, especially when they break up like it shows like first course and it'll have like the little Hawthorne logo, which is the restaurant. It's Hawthorne, and it has like a little logo for the restaurant. So every time it's like, like the aperitif Hawthorne logo, first
The
course Hawthorne logo.
the the first two courses or acts are very much building up the suspense, but it doesn't do it big time. It does it subtly. Like it actually starts off in the very, very beginning when Margot starts noticing all sorts of off weird shit. Like the only normal one on the island just has that self awareness to like something's really fucked up here.
Yeah,
Like she's looking around, she's not asking questions, she's just like hyper observant. And the first big thing she notices is that when they are actually ushered into the restaurant, the door swings closed and somebody locks it. And nobody else turns around to look at it. She looks behind her and they're locking the door. And she's like, what the hell is going on? Why do we
yep,
need to get locked in here?
yep,
But she doesn't say anything.
yeah. And then everyone sits down at their assigned seats. Also, as a note for people, Margot was not supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas Holt's character Tyler was supposed to have brought his girlfriend, and apparently there
She
was like
broke up with him.
8 months of correspondence between him and Chef about
Mm-hmm.
him attending this dinner, and the girlfriend broke up with him, so he brought Margot instead.
Yeah.
Which
And
you can tell very early on that both Chef and his maitre d' are like,
what
who
the
the
hell
fuck
is
is
going
this?
on?
Why is she here?
I'm sorry, Maitre d' Elsa, the actress who played Elsa, is
Hmm.
absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
What's her
Elsa
name?
was
I got it
played
right
by
here.
Hong Chao.
Hong
was
Chao.
Elsa.
She is this little. The best way to put it is a little Asian woman,
Yeah.
and she is no bullshit. And she literally has the face that's like she will fuck with your day.
Yeah, yeah, like she is this short little Asian woman, very petite, but she gives off this air of authority and air of like you will listen to me
Very,
because I
very
am the
good
one you need to
actress.
listen to.
She was in something. Wow, I didn't know she was in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh,
She was in shit. My dad says that movie's hilarious. That show's
she was in The
hilarious.
Whale. Okay, didn't
She's
know
in The
that.
Whale, but she hasn't been in a lot of things, and I really like that. That she's just acting because as soon as you hit those big movies, those $1 billion box office. Downsizing was actually really good. That is a really good movie. I really
Hmm,
like Downsizing. If you haven't seen it,
I've
absolutely
not.
phenomenal. Basically, they discover shrinking technology, and they find out you can take like $30,000 and live off of it for the rest of your life.
Huh.
So this guy and his wife take the shrink down, but his wife chickens out at the last minute, and you can't resize afterwards.
Oh no.
So he has to figure out his life and everything like that. And she took the money, so she left him a little destitute. And it's really good. And he was like a prosthetics doctor, and it's got Matt Damon in it. And Matt Damon's actually a good actor.
He is.
So
Anyway,
yeah,
enough about downsizing though.
enough about Downsizing though. We might have to add that to the list. So they go through the courses and they finally get to the third course, and this is where shit starts getting crazy. Everybody was a
Yes.
little off put. Like you had bread, but he's like, bread is the bread of the common people. Everybody has eaten it for the last 12,000 years. 65% of agriculture. By the way, this is not notes. I'm doing this from memory. 65% of agriculture is uh, wheat and grains and everything like that, and only 7 or 8% vegetables. But pasta and grains are the biggest part of this. But it's the food of the common folk, but you're not common folk, so you get to eat condiments, the stuff you would dip the
Yeah,
bread
yeah.
in.
He straight up says you will get no bread, and they just get a plate that's like 5 or 6 little like
Dabs of
little dollops of
whatever.
some kind of sauce that you're supposed to dip the bread in. And of course, a bunch of the people are like, "Okay, bro, this bit's not funny. Like, can we please get some damn bread here?" The tech dude bros end up asking Elsa, the little Asian lady, like, "Can we please get some bread here? Like, you know who owns this
No.
restaurant?" And she's just like, "No," and they're like, "Excuse me," and she's
See?
like, "I said no."
No. Yeah. So thick shit gets really fucked up starting around the third course, which is tacos. Now, this may say this. I think this was done with absolute genius. There's the whole movie. There's a little old lady sitting at a table drinking a bottle of wine. And she doesn't say a word till about she actually I don't think she speaks throughout the entire movie.
No, she does speak at one point. She speaks when Nicholas Holt gets his jacket, and she's like, "He looks like a fine boy." After
There
that, she
you
doesn't.
go.
She
Thank you.
doesn't say a damn thing.
Yep. So you find out that Slovak's father was an abusive prick and hurt his mom, hurt him. And, for some reason, this is his mom. Slovak completely gone off the deep end. He has lost it. And you can see this slowly building throughout the beginning of this movie. But about the 35-minute mark, shit hits the fan. So it's Taco Tuesday. So he tells this long story about how his father tried to choke his mother with a telephone cord, and then he had to stab him in the legs with a pair of scissors to get him to stop. So the meal is tacos, but it's a piece of chicken with a scissors stabbed in it, served on a telephone cord. I'm like, that is really fucked up.
Yeah,
And the food comes out, and they have these tortillas that are homemade, but they're laser engraved. And it's so cool. I'm like, they're laser engraved. That's fantastic. So everybody starts to dig in, and they go over, and the older couple who just goes to the island to eat like it's nothing, actually look it over, and she's looking at it, and it's her husband with Margot, which means he's having an affair, which is absolutely hilarious. The tech bros, the angel fund investors who work for the restaurant, freaking have tax documents and everything, finding out that they're billing somebody for who doesn't exist, stealing money from the company they work for.
Yeah.
Um,
Mind you, and this is all brilliantly done with a laser engraving device on tortillas.
Tortillas, which I thought was honestly going the phrase chef's kiss.
Yeah.
The Nicholas Holt's character Tyler got him. It's just him in sitting where he is, laser engraved on it, and the freaking what's it called? The freaking movie star just has his Paging Dr. Sunshine on it. This is from my Paging Dr. Sunshine movie. Yeah. And why he's there, you legitly feel bad for the guy. Like, it actually shows just how much Slowick has gone off the deep end. So they go through, like, the tech bros are like, where did you get this info? Yada, yada, yada. And they're like, well, we can't tell you. Hawthorne recipes are secret. We don't tell anybody our recipes. And so they're like, it's okay. Nothing's going to happen because if they rat it out, they'll rat them out. This whole place will go down and stuff like that. Like, because they don't actually catch on that they're there and going to die yet. But then we get to what is, course. Oh, what is it? The course. Oh, wait a minute. Where's my notes here? We get to the fourth course called The Mess. And this is where shit just goes full tits up.
Yes. There is this is where everything goes to hell in a handbasket.
So one of the chefs comes out from the kitchen. This kitchen operates like a fucking cult. Like, not just in their design and stuff. It's clear they have no life but outside of here. But if you've ever seen something like The Bear or something, that's how high pressure restaurants activate. The issue is this adds into it the factor that it's a fucking cult. Like, they all worship Slowick. And
like, to the point that, like, Slowick claps his hands. He'll clap his hands. The entire kitchen staff stops what they're doing to turn and look at him, even though he's just talking to the diners and saying, our next course is blah, 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 blah. That he claps his hands there immediately. We got to focus on chef. Mm-hmm. And it is very disturbing. It's like hyper, like, you think people worship Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay never snaps his fingers and has everyone go, yes, chef. Like,
one day I will eat at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant and try his beef Wellington.
Hell yeah. I would love to try his beef
Wellington. So Tyler's dish. No, not Tyler. What's his name? That's the wrong page. Sorry, I actually take notes when I'm sitting down. This whole notebook is dedicated to this show. So what is it? Lady in the corner. Where's my note? No, Jeremy. Jeremy is a chef that tries to be like Slowick.
Yes, he's a sous chef.
He's a sous chef, and he tries to be like Slowick. He wants Slowick's skill. He wants to talent. He realizes that he's never going to do it. And Slowick basically dresses him down. And this is why I say it's called fanaticism. And Jared, like, all of a sudden you just see them bring out a tarp on the ground and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh God, here it comes. And he walks out onto the thing. Slowick dresses him down. And he does, like, he designed this next dish. It's his. It's not that good. He will never be me. You will never be me. Do you want my life? No. Do you want my talent? No. And, like, basically, I can only imagine what Slowick did to this guy in between here and there. Holy crap. But next thing you know, he takes out a pew-pew, puts it in his mouth, and Minecrafts himself. And this is where everything hits the ground. Everybody starts realizing that this is really messed up. And it's just crazy. And, like, they wrap him up, they drag him out, they deal with him and everything. And all the chefs just go back to, like, the whole time, Nicholas Holt's character is still obsessed with the food.
Yep. To the point where, like, people get harmed or worse. And he's sitting there, oh my God, oh, this is so good. And, like, you know, Anya Taylor-Joy's character is looking at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because she's sitting at the same table with him. Nobody else seems to notice on the other tables because they're busy reacting to the weird shit that's going on. But, like, Nicholas Holt's character is he's just as bad as this kitchen staff in the sense, like, the kitchen staff worships the chef and, like, does anything chef says. Nicholas Holt is in that same boat of, like, anything chef does, It must be perfection. It's God sent. It is holy. Therefore, it cannot be. You can't talk shit about anything chef does, even if someone is harmed or harms themselves or what have you, on purpose, mind you. Not like, I'm not talking kitchen accidents where someone burns their hand on a hot pan. I'm talking like actual harm is done on purpose. Nicholas Holt's character, nope, just I'm eating my dish, man. I'm savoring the experience.
And it
You
just
know,
goes even crazier from there. Like you find out that Slowick at some point physically got a hold of the angel investor, the one who helped set him up and everything like that. And he literally drowns him. He holds him up in the air, like on by strings. He has angels attached to him. He's tied up, and you see him get lowered into the water and drowns him. Like he's just Slowick has had it. He has tired of all the each person there has hurt them in some way, except for Margot. Margot is the one character that has done nothing wrong. And the whole movie, there are quite a few times where Slowick approaches Margot, trying to figure her out. Is she bougie or is she of the common folk?
yep. Hmm.
And they have several really, every time Anya Taylor-Joy and Ralph Fiennes are in the same scene, both of them chew the scenery. Their chemistry on scene, working back and forth, is
Yes, they did.
phenomenal.
They did so good.
Like I knew as soon as Witch was, I watched Witch and Anya Taylor-Joy for the first time. I'm like, she's going to go places. She has talent. She is really, really good, and she's only 18.
Yeah, and like something like one of my favorite moments in the movie is the first time that Chef tries to talk to Margot one on one. He and like Elsa comes by and tells her that Chef would like to speak to her in the kitchen. So she like Nicholas Holt's character goes like, "Oh, can I come?" And Elsa's no. Like this extremely demanding, like doors closed, no.
Yeah, shut
And
that shit down right quick.
she goes and talks to Chef. They have their conversation. She comes back and Nicholas Holt's character just goes, "Did he offer you a kitchen course? Was it meat or veg?" And she just straight up fucking slaps him in the
Yeah,
face. And he goes like, "What the hell was that for?" And she's like, "No, he didn't offer me a fucking kitchen course." And he's like, "Was it meat or veg?" Like that's all he cares about. Is like
that's
he just assumes that the only reason Chef would want to talk to her is he is offering her a private course and he wanted to know what she got.
so we're going to avoid ending spoilers for this because the
Yes.
ending of this movie is one that I want you to watch. I want you to sit down and watch. You can find this on. Let me figure it out. The menu is streaming on Hulu, Netflix, Fabio at YouTube, Apple TV. It's on Netflix, so definitely check this out. So you find out why all of them are there. The older couple, by the way, poor older couple husband really went through the ringer on this one. Pun intended, you'll understand when you see it, is because they have been to the restaurant 6 times in 11 years and can't name one dish that they ate, even though they announce exactly what everything is before it's eaten. They couldn't name one thing, either of them. And people go to this restaurant and it's a once in a lifetime experience, but they've done it 6 times in 11 years and can't remember what they ate. You have the food reviewer, not Nicholas Holt's character, the food reviewer,
Mm-hmm.
and her lackey. And she blames her because if it wasn't for that review that he gave her, he never would have reached this thing. He was happy where he was, but she promised him the world and it
Yeah.
killed his soul.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I believe the quote from the movie is like the chef asks her, how did you put it in the first review you gave me? And she says, "I put you on the map." He's like, "Yes, you put me on the map." And the way he says it comes off a little odd the first time you watch the movie because you're like, why does he say that like he's like pissed that she put him on the map? Because you would think most chefs, if a reviewer puts you on the map and suddenly you're famous and you're making it and you're in, you would be like, thank fuck for this reviewer. She made me. She made me. And he says this response like he's like, you fucked my life.
And like you can tell in the beginning that Slowick was off. Like he has an intensity to his eyes. And Ralph Fiennes pulls this off. But if you look closely when he's doing things, there's no feeling in his eyes. There is no emotion. There
Mm-hmm.
is nothing. He is doing a routine. And
Yes.
that's how you can tell he's a very dead individual on the inside.
Yeah.
I feel the dude bros, seriously, they were there because they worked for the angel investors and were stealing money.
Yeah.
But what really got me the most was the movie star, and this will tell you exactly how off the deep end Slowick has become. The movie star was there because he watched that Dr. Sunshine movie, went to the movie theater, everything like that, and he hated it.
Yep.
He despised the film, and it was
Yep.
his only day off in months. And that guy ruined his day off. I didn't direct the picture. No, but every time I see your face, it reminds me of that shitty day.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's how bad Slowick's gone off the deep end.
Yeah.
And I would ruin Nick's, but I'm not ruining Nicholas Holt's character for this one.
Right. And like,
it's too plot critical.
yeah, something you need to think of when you're thinking of Chef Slowick, Ralph Fiennes' character, is if you've ever watched any of Gordon Ramsay's shows like Kitchen Nightmares or anything like that, or Hell's Kitchen, where like Ramsay sees someone who has potential, but they're not giving it their all. They're not putting everything in. And he says something to them like, did you lose your love for cooking? Is that what's happened here? Like, have you lost, like, have you fallen out of love? Do you not like doing it anymore? And you get that chef that's like, I used to like it, chef, but I don't anymore. And that's what Slowick is at. Like Slowick is at that point where like, yes, I used to love my art. I used to love my craft. It was my favorite thing in the world. And I fucking hate it now.
So Tetra and I, we're trying to do a little bit of reformatting here. We're still catching our bearings on how to do these shows. We're trying to give less spoilers and more, wanting to pull you to go see it. But we both were in conclusion that this is the best scene and our personal favorite scene of the whole film. And it's close to the end, and it's a little spoilery, but at the same time, it is absolutely fantastic. Anya Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
You will see what I mean when every time Anya Taylor-Joy, like true trained the talented actors are in the same scene together. They will chew the scenery. They will dominate everything.
Mm-hmm.
That the scene can hardly contain how good they're doing their job.
Yeah.
And this scene right here I saw this movie in 2023, and I can rank this as my top 10 scenes in any movie I have ever seen.
Yeah, I think I saw this movie for the first time last year in 2024. I think it was like on Netflix, and Netflix was like, "Hey, this movie's leaving soon." And I was like, "Oh, I've heard good things," and I watched it, and it was phenomenal.
I should have watched this sooner.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So this is called the cheeseburger scene, and this scene is pivotal because a little catch up. There's something that happens, and Anya Taylor-Joy ends up in Slowick's private residence somehow. I'm not going to tell you how. And she's going over the walls, and she sees article after article in Slowick's mediocre, nothing energy face, and then she comes across this one photo where he was working at a burger joint. One of his first jobs. It
was when he was like a teenager.
And he looked joyful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why this scene is so pivotal, because Chef is dead. So let's watch this.
I don't think this is her finding the newspaper articles, dude. This is the ending.
Yeah. No, this is the burger scene.
I thought we weren't spoiling.
I don't like your food.
It's not the ending. It's just her eating the burger. Not what happens afterwards.
Okay, if you say so.
Okay, never mind.
Like, I'm sorry, that's pretty much the end of the movie, and I thought that's what we were trying to avoid. Like you're talking about her finding articles in a scene before that scene where she gets told to go get the beer keg or whatever.
The burger scene is it is one of the best scenes in the past
It, it,
10
it
years.
it is, which is why I think we shouldn't show it.
It's pivotal, and I want to share it. I want to share it so bad, but at the same time, I want you to see it. I
Yeah,
want you to
like
go watch this movie on Netflix. Grab a popcorn bag, grab something to drink, and sit down and enjoy this movie.
yeah,
It's not that
it's a
long. It's only an hour 45, hour 40 if you don't
yeah,
hour
it's like an hour
30
45 counting credits, so probably
counting
hour
credits.
30.
It's not a long watch. It's not a hard watch either. It's very well paced. Um, the
That's true. It
angel
is good
investor
pace.
going down was crazy. That burger scene is fantastic. The conversations with Slowick when you find out about
Hmm.
Margot. So at one point Slowick brings them all outside and he's like, the guys can all run away now. You got 45 seconds to run, and then my staff will chase after you. The girls can go inside. I won't spoil the scene before that because it actually shows how debased fucking Slowick is.
Yeah,
It's more degrading towards Slowick, and you really got to see it for yourself. More importantly, it's not YouTube friendly.
that
Um,
too. That too. Yeah, that's important.
that's more important because her channel's probably already gonna get hit. Get the I got hit with a copyright, not a claim, but not a strike, but a claim on when I showed the trailer for the movie we did last week.
Really?
Yeah, they claimed they claimed it on Chef, even though I did nothing but promote the movie.
So
I
heads
haven't
up.
tried it yet, but I'm looking to figure out how. So
Heads up on a way to avoid that in the future is if you are both if your camera is on screen at the time and you constantly talk during it, they can't spank you for it because at that point it's reaction
I still
content.
have to fight it,
Yeah,
and I don't want to, and I don't quite know how to word it properly, and I got to talk to some people, and it's been a busy week.
yeah.
So they run off, and they all go back inside. Now, Anya Taylor-Joy is one of the most talented actresses, and talent in Hollywood right now. I love the fact that she's
She really
doing
is good. She's
indie
very, very good.
movies, and she needs to stay the fuck away from anything big mainstream. Marvel and DC are a no-no for her. Well, she already did Marvel in the New Mutants, which
Did she? Oh, I didn't see that one.
I didn't either. It was apparently shit, but apparently she killed it as magic. Which
Huh.
is she did a full-on thick Russian accent and played Colossus's younger sister. That's who
Interesting.
Magic is. Comic nerd. If you can't tell from the hat pins and the long boxes behind me and all the
No.
various nerd
You
things.
like
Oh,
comics?
and this right
What?
here is actually from my Playboy friend. So yeah,
You like comics?
yeah,
What?
I do. I
No.
do quite a few comic reviews.
No.
And there's a cat
Never.
directly behind me. You can see him. Oh, he's
Kitty.
enjoying. Look at look. He's
Oh, he's
enjoying
having a great time.
He's enjoying the cool. The arrow circles right here.
Oh yeah, he's loving that.
He's loving it. So they go in, and all the girls are talking, and they're like, "Oh, this is so amazing! I designed this dish. It's so amazing. It's so good." And they all reduce this chef to tears because she's doing what she's doing, but she doesn't. And Margot just goes, "Hey, my name is Anna, and I'm from Brockton, Massachusetts." And I'm just like, there is no fucking way you're from Brockton. Because let me tell you, if you're from Brockton, you ain't getting rid of that fucking accent. I don't care how good you are. I live in Massachusetts. I know people from Brockton.
Mind you, her admission about where she's from and her real name comes
None of you are going to give a shit.
yeah, comes after an earlier scene where Chef speaks to her and he goes like, "No, your name's not Margot. I've served many Margos. You're not a Margot." And she still doesn't admit to him. She admits to him. She admits later when all the women are having a special course while the men are doing their 45-second escape.
And by the way, the whole time this special course is happening, Nicholas Hoult is in the outside of the windows trying to figure out what they're fucking eating.
Yeah, he didn't try to escape. He's literally peering in through windows that are like, they're those wavy kind of windows where like you can't, like, you'll be able to see that there's people sitting at tables, but you're not going to be able to make out details. And literally he's not trying to escape or anything. He's literally peering in, wondering what the fuck Chef served the women.
And they're just having a conversation like old biddies sitting around a knitting sewing circle.
Yeah.
And it's a really good scene. Margot's like, nobody gives it. The female chef that's there is like, oh no, this part of the menu was the death part of everybody was my idea.
Yeah, after the critic tries to like sway her into like, I can get you a restaurant of your very own, I can make your career, and she's like, oh no, this was my idea, and then the critic just grabs a bottle of wine and goes, okay, well, who wants more wine? Fuck it.
Oh, it was more like a woman came up with this. Yeah, we're really fucked. And just absolutely hilarious. Like the movie is boasted as a dark comedy with horror elements, and I feel it is much, much more a suspense film with the center around Margot and everything like that
Yeah,
going on.
mhm.
Um, it,
I
it,
would agree. It's like a suspense thriller film. It's not a horror film. It's definitely not comedy. It might have some moments that you're like, but it's not comedy, in my
and
opinion.
you're laughing because wow, that's really fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, you're laughing because like, damn, that's fucking wild. But you're not, it's not like, oh my God, that was a funny, smart ass remark that the chef made because that
Yeah,
doesn't happen.
and it is just it was and the director of this film has done not a lot of big things. He's from the UK. His name is Mark Milad, and he is from the UK. He's born in '65. He has done a lot of things. Like for instance, let me share this happy screen right here because I thought I still was. Um, he is has done what
Funny enough, the first video on Mark Milad's page on IMDb is literally an IMDb on the scene video about the menu.
so he has done episodes of The Last of Us, which I'm not a big. I played the hell out of the video game. Don't need to watch a TV
Oh,
show of it.
I didn't know he did any of the episodes of the TV show.
Apparently, he did some. He did some episodes of Game of Thrones. He did some Shameless, Once Upon a Time. Entourage is really good. It's
I don't
basically
see Last of Us on his repertoire.
it's
Unless he
on.
didn't.
I'm on Criticless.
Maybe he produced them. Oh wait, these are his producer credits. That's why. That's right. Because if he directed
The
episodes, that's
Menu, The
different.
Affair, some Shameless, Amazing Stories. Is this old Amazing Stories or? Oh wow, he did some stuff on the new Amazing Stories. They need to stop
Okay, there we go.
remaking
Yep.
old shit. The
Yeah,
original Amazing Stories was phenomenal.
he did one episode of Last of Us. Apparently, he is a director on at least one episode of the Harry Potter show.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Because it says he's got one episode for 2027. It
Well, at
doesn't
least you
list
get
which
some
episode.
acting credits in there, man. That show's going to go down real fast by season
Oh, he
3.
directed Minority Report. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I tried to get into it. I love the movie and I love Philip K. Dick's book, short story,
Hmm.
but I couldn't get into this show. Like it really felt like a stretch after everything. And
For
I
which
love
show?
the fact that the Minority Report TV show.
Oh, because he. Oh, I didn't realize that there was a TV show. I thought he just made the movie. Okay, yeah, he
Yeah, he
did
was
one
the
episode of the
executive
TV show. My
producer
bad.
on it, and it had some it was really a stretch because it takes place 10 years after the show, but all the pre-crime
Oh,
stuff is gone, and they brought back Agatha, and it's the twins that are involved and everything like that. And I'm just like, this is a real stretch. And I don't mean a little stretch, I mean a real stretch.
okay. Oh, he did a couple. He directed a couple episodes of United States of Terra. That was a good show back in like 2009.
And we don't need to even talk about the good shit that Anya Taylor Joy's in. Let's look at this.
Yeah, let's have a
She's
gander.
playing Alia in Dune, and
Yes,
I'm like,
which
I
I'm
had
excited for.
issues. Like, I love the spectacle. I have the first movie on Blu-ray. I'm waiting to get the second. Funds have not allowed me to before I watch them. But my issue is how they changed Cheney for that from a more girl boss style character instead of Paul's anchor point. And I don't know how they're going to pull it off. I love the spectacle of it. Anya Taylor Joy is absolutely playing um, Alia Atreides, which, if you know anything about Dune, has a very bad ending. Um,
Yes.
he said he wanted to do the movie and Dune Messiah, but he did not say anything about Children of Dune. But they have cast Leto and Ghanima in the next movie, and I don't know what the hell's
Oh.
going on. But in the books, in the books, it's they Leto 2 is the only one that's seen. And if we ever get a Children of Dune, we will never ever see God Emperor because that would just break normie brains. They can't.
Yeah,
Dune is a level of sci-fi that I have trouble handling.
as far as I am aware, the guy who's been doing the Dune movies, I always forget how to say his name. The Villeneuve, whatever.
Yeah, I know who you're
He
talking
said he's doing the third movie, and then I think he straight up said like, I'm doing one more, and then that's it.
Probably
Because
children.
he doesn't want to go like through the whole fucking Dune
No.
saga, you know,
No,
which I
you
don't blame
only
him
really
for.
need to cover Paul's because despite everything that they will tell you, Paul is not a good person.
No, he's not.
Paul
He's not.
literally goes crazy and tries to navigate seeing the future and makes some very fucked up choices.
Yeah.
And his son has to clean up his mess.
Yeah. Also, I didn't realize that Anya Taylor-Joy played Furiosa in Furiosa: A Mad
Yep,
Max
she was
Saga, 'cause
Furiosa, but where
I
she
haven't seen that
really
one yet.
broke through, like Witch was really good, but Queen's Gambit is where she broke through.
Yeah, I know that one was
That
super
came out over the
popular.
pandemic, and that
Yeah.
overnight she was a household name, and she said it even shocked her.
Yeah.
She is actually a
Wait,
very
hold
down to
up.
earth person.
She voiced someone in the Dark Crystal TV show that Netflix canceled? I didn't know that.
Probably. She
She
was in
voiced someone
Peaky
named Brea.
Blinders. Oh God, Peaky Blinders.
She was in Glass.
She was in Emma. Like, say what you want, you can't go wrong with like that.
And she was in
classic
Split.
Victorian stuff. She was in Split, Last Night in Soho.
Yeah.
What else? She has a very good. The thing is, she may not have a lot of,
But she's very good. Like, she's going to end up having a lot because
she
she's
has a
very,
lot.
very good.
She has a lot. She's also barely 30.
Yeah, she was born April 16th, 1996.
And we don't need to go into Ralph Fiennes. He played arguably one of the great. I'm sorry, I do not think they will ever be able to top Ralph Fiennes' portrayal of Voldemort because most of his shit was fucking improv.
I didn't know that it was mostly improv, but yeah, I whoever they pick for Voldemort for the Harry Potter TV show, I'm sorry, I don't give a shit who it is unless it's Ralph Fiennes. It's not going to be as good.
They have been talks of Jason Isaacs taking it.
And while he's a good actor, he's not Ralph Fiennes.
He's not Ralph Fiennes. He was in Schindler's List as Amengola. This man's talent range is crazy. And by the way, I can watch almost any movie. I can't make it through Schindler's List.
Frankly, I love that movie. It is an amazing movie. It's a heartbreaking movie. Don't get me wrong. It's very tragic. But the performances in that movie are so good. Also, the fact that it's a a historical fiction thing because Oscar Schindler actually existed and the people that he saved actually existed.
The actor, the Yahtzee that Fiennes portrayed was a true monster.
Yes, he was.
Conclave is actually on my list to see. Kingsman, I actually loved The Kingsman. It is a Kingsman prequel movie that is absolutely a blast.
I actually haven't seen that one.
It is.
I've seen the other two.
It's a fun action movie.
That's good because, like, honestly,
that's all you got to know is
that's what I liked about the other Kingsman movies.
And I
wanted they're fun.
We're supposed to get a third one, but we're still waiting. I would personally so this takes place during the First World War and some of the aftermath, and it sets up a movie where they're taking on the guy with the mustache.
Oh, okay.
And it sets it up really well. And I'm like, where's these movies? These would be great. They're not billion, but you know why we don't have them yet? They're not billion-dollar box office blockbusters.
Yep. Yeah, they don't make enough money.
They don't. Well, they make their money back, just not enough money for people. Of course, he was, as you know, he was in some of the James Bond reboot after Skyfall because of what the issues in there. If you haven't seen Skyfall yet, I'm sorry. M dies and Ralph Fiennes takes over as M. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. After 10 years,
I'm not a huge James Bond guy anyway, so I don't really care.
So basically, Judi Dench was M in Casino Royale,
right? I remember her
up until Skyfall, and she died in Skyfall, and Ralph Fiennes takes over as M going forward.
Gotcha.
He was Hades in Clash of the Titans. The man's acting credits just keep going. The English Patient was his real big breakthrough.
That's a fantastic film.
Have you ever seen The Avengers?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good movie.
My dad got me into The Avengers and Steed and Miss Peel and everything, and I love The Avengers. All that shit reminds me of my old man.
It's a good movie.
My dad makes sure, despite my fucked up upbringing, my dad made sure that I have a deep love of the original stuff, the foundational stuff. Let's see here, Cormoran. Yeah, he did a lot of stuff. Holy crap! Inside the Actors Studio with James Lipton. and he's just a phenomenal actor. Nicholas Hoult has a small acting credits, but these are the big three. Like Nicholas Hoult is Tyler. What would it, like Superman? He was in the new TikTok Superman. He was in Deadpool. Apparently, did a great job as Beast in the X-Men reboot. He was really good.
He did actually do pretty good as Beast. He was also in a really good zombie movie, like one of my favorites, because it's like a chill zombie movie called Warm Bodies. Oh,
I've
there it
heard
is
of
right
Warm
there.
Bodies.
It's based off a book. Obviously, the book is better. Surprise. But the Warm Bodies itself is a cute little like zombie romance flick. It's not what I would call like supreme cinema. It's not a $1 billion box office film, whatever. But it's a good movie. Also, yes, I believe he was in Nosferatu. I
He
think he
was in
plays.
he was a lead in Nosferatu, which was really good. But believe it or not, one thing I thought was unbelievably good, that was a lot of fun flick, Renfield.
I
An
heard good things
hour,
about Renfield.
20-minute vampire romp. Not great, not bad, just a good mental checkout for a couple hours, using it as a metaphor to break away from an abusive relationship. But some of the scenes are just hilarious. Like, he eats a bug, he gets superpowers. So suddenly, all these people come after him for some reason. I forget why. And he's like beating the hell out of him. At one point, he rips the arms off of one guy and beats another guy to death with them. And it's just so funny. The only downside is it has Aquafina in it, and she's just unbelievably fucking annoying.
Aquafina?
She's an actress who did the voice, does just God, or like nails on a chalkboard. He was in Tolkien, Single Man. He was in a lot of stuff, and he's a very good actor.
Oh, I didn't know he was in the Watership Down movie.
Oh, I didn't either. Single Man. Yeah, he does a lot of good. I like how he does low key stuff, and I love how he and Lily Depp were in Tolkien together, but they reunited. Or Lily Collins. Oh no, that's another. He's got a thing for lilies. He also was married to Jennifer Lawrence. Good on you, dude.
I
That
didn't know
woman
that.
yeah, he was with Jennifer Lawrence for a while, and good on you, dude. That woman is crazy. Um, Deadpool 2, obviously the Beast cameo and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
these three actors like are the anchor point. But the two, like at Nicholas Hoult plays his character to a T, obsessive, and it's fantastic because you believe it. Like you
Yeah.
really believe that this guy is that.
Yeah, you really like he really pulls off the obsessive foodie who like the chef can do nothing wrong. Like there's even a point in the movie where he's explaining to Margot about how like how like because she's like I don't understand this foodie thing, and he's like okay how people will idolize like an artist or a musician or an actor or whatever. None of that shit matters. Because what chefs do is play with life and death and like the fundamental elements of life and death. So like their art is the supreme art, and you can tell that he believes this because like he no matter what goes on, he'll keep eating his courses, even though like everyone else is like, oh my god, what the fuck just happened? Are you fucking kidding me? Like what the hell is going on, dude?
It took me a couple tries two viewings to realize this, and I didn't until this viewing. And that's that John Leguizamo's character, by the way, absolutely fantastic low-key actor, plays the standard Spanish criminal type character in everything. But the character has no name. You never find out the movie star's name. That's what he's billed as, movie star.
Yeah,
And
even though there are multiple points where you see other characters go, wait, is that? And like they won't say his name, they'll just be like, oh my god, is that? And then someone else will be like, oh, yeah, it is. Like they never say his name.
They never say his name, and it's in fact. And John Leguizamo has been in. Thank God, I was first introduced to John Leguizamo as the clown in the Spawn movie.
Yep, that was my introduction to him.
That was my introduction to him, and I love him in everything I loved him in John Wick as Aurelio. I didn't see Ice Age. He was in Miami freaking Vice. He does the Ice Age. He's in Die Hard 2. He's in personally Violent Night. We will be reviewing this over Christmas. It's called we're calling the December Sleigh Bell, so it'll be lots of action Christmas films.
Also, you can tell that we're fans of John Leguizamo because we reviewed Chef that he was a prominent character in last week, and now this week we're talking about The Menu where he is a pretty not a main character, but like predominant side character.
He's in Violent Night as the antagonist, and Mario Brothers.
Yep, he played Luigi.
Yep, we're doing that one in November. I thought we've got a November.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
Nostalgia November. And just John Leguizamo. Now the guy's a kind of a cracked in real life, but Hollywood has that effect on people.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a mid-tier actor and he delivers in what he does. He was in Titan AE. I love Titan AE. This is one of the most
I love
underrated
that
science
movie.
fiction films
That's a
ever
great
made.
movie.
It bombed at the box office so hard that the studio that made it went under.
Oh,
Uh, but it is one of the best. It's got Matt Damon, Bill Pullman, Drew Barrymore, John Leguizamo, Nathan Lane. I love Nathan Lane. Janine Garofalo, and just all these great characters, but he plays Goon, this
yeah.
little mole person. And it is absolutely fantastic. And it is such a good movie. It had groundbreaking CGI,
Yeah.
but it missed the mark in theaters. I forget what it was released against. But definitely, well, I think we might have to do a Titan AE review at some point.
Yeah, at some point, because that's a fantastic movie. I love that movie.
That's going to go on the off filler list because
Anyway, we're getting off track again. Menu. We're talking about like everyone's fucking filmography here.
yeah, that's okay. We can get sidetracked for crap. No, there's all the actors in this bring their A game, and it's such a low key film.
Mm-hmm. It really
is such a low key film that flew under the radar. And it was just coming off of the pandemic. So, what came out in 2022? What did this open against that made people miss it or flew under the radar or something like that? So let's see here. What came
take a
out?
look.
I got it right. Some wiki pulled up. So that year we had Top Gun Maverick. That movie's fucking slaps. Oh, that's so good. Avatar: Way of Water. I didn't like the first Avatar. Not seen the second one. Jurassic World Domination. Rise of Gru. These were the highest grossing films. When did this open? All right, so it opened on November 16th. And what was it up against? What do we got here? Black Panther. It was up against a Marvel movie, which is not hard that day.
Especially Black Panther.
Especially Black Panther movie. Inception. No, that's the Inspection.
Oh.
I can read. Lamborghini, Man Behind the Thing. It opened. It didn't open on any streaming services. It went directly to theaters. What came out before that? That's what's big. So we had Wakanda Forever. Yeah, there was. I don't remember seeing. The big thing about this is I don't remember seeing a lot of marketing for this film.
I remember seeing a handful of commercials here and there, like mostly on like Instagram, but nothing major.
No events, no groundbreaking, nothing major. And I just don't remember that. Sorry, I got smudge on my glasses. Oh, I know what those are. That's puppy slobber. Okay. So no, I don't remember it. It's a November opening, which is hard anyways, because it opened the week before Thanksgiving. It opened up. Violent Night opened up 2 weeks late. Opened up late, a week later. But I don't see any. Oh, the Whale was in there too. Good for the Whale. But I don't see anything else that could. It didn't have promotion. It did. What was the budget? What was the budget? Had a $30 million budget and it made $796 million. Didn't make its money back. Well, if it didn't have the standard marketing, I don't know. I'll have to talk to some people for some math. But no, it fantastic film. It deserved far better than it gets. So this is found on Netflix and everything like that. If you so, I highly recommend you see it yourself. We use Criticalist here
Yes.
for our reviews. This is a free IMDb alternative that is done by the people who just see the movie and want to give their opinion. You will not find people who are paid for their reviews on this site. You can join a membership to help enhance the site and stuff like that because this is done by. Shout out to Blaine on Criticalist. I'll make sure to start tagging you guys when I post this up on X for when it go live. But him and his wife are the only ones taking care of this website, and I'm a little on the poor side, so I don't do a lot of subscription based stuff. But this is one of those ones that I'm actually trying to figure out how to do. This site is fantastic. So we got all the reviews here on Criticalist from people. We got, my review, I gave it an 80. Absolutely fantastic movie. Gonna upvote mine. Touch of Oblivion, amazing movie. A chef who adores his art and has gotten tired of it, his art being bastardized, decides to take a stand against it. Absolutely fantastic review from Touch of Oblivion with a 90. I don't.
Yeah.
Toucho gave it a better 71. Who's had this 90? I don't know. But we'll give Touch Man Bro Dude. Movie surprised me. 90%. For the first time, I thought it looked stupid and had no desire to watch it. Now, 3 years later, I feel stupid for not giving it a chance. A great eat the rich film that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's somewhat of a social commentary film about the overly pretentious. Picture Gordon Ramsay and Voldemort had a kid. That's phenomenal. I like that review. Some people just don't leave reviews. Wasp. Why did you give it a 5%? You normally have such good taste. But Wasp is absolutely fantastic. Gives great reviews on this site. I can't give you a thumbs up there, Wasp. I got to give you a downvote.
Dun dun dun.
Done. And Wasp, I still adore you, sweetheart, but I got to give you a downvote on that one. Kevy Ties, it's not by any stretch of the imagination Oscar worthy. Then nothing is, because Oscars are all glad handing each other. It's a giant circle jerk. But
Yeah.
this is people who give their honest opinions about the film, which is something you don't get a lot. Mogwai movie reviews, good on that one. Great underrated movie, funny, unpleasant, poorly realized satire. It's not a great thing, and I can see where it comes from. That if you're not, deep diving into things and the psychological of stuff. Bastard Blackie, yeah, you get an upvote, 27%. I want a cheeseburger right now. After the cheeseburger scene, you will want a cheeseburger.
Yes.
It will make you hungry for a cheeseburger, and
It
not any
absolutely will.
cheeseburger. The cheeseburger your parents were too poor to could barely afford.
Yep.
You'll know when you watch. This is a rewatch. Ralph Fiennes, 80%. Yep, you get an upvote. Just so many people giving great reviews. These are just people like you. I'm not anybody special. I'm just a guy with a microphone and a YouTube channel that just expresses my opinion. The fact that you guys are all here and you like it, that makes my day. So yeah, just so many reviews on here. Thundaris. Yeah, so absolutely fantastic things going on here. But OBM reviews, love Odin. Odin's another movie reviewer. Check him out at OBM reviews. Absolutely fantastic movie reviewer. I would love to have him on a Sunday to sit down and talk about a film. He does a lot of theater review breakdowns. I watch his stuff every week.
Nice.
He's the one that got the information that Fantastic Four, which, by the way, this information made me overjoyed, was Fantastic Four from Friday to Friday had an 81% drop off.
Good.
Yeah, I really don't like Pedro Pascal.
Marvel needs to stop trying to make Fantastic Four work. This is the third time. No one gave a shit the first two times.
Well, the first two movies are actually better than what they put out.
Oh, that's horrifying.
I could go into a deep dive. The visuals were good. It felt like it looked like 60s Marvel. Good. Bad casting, really bad writing. From people who clearly don't read comics, which apparently Bo DeMeo has openly said, yeah, they tell their writers not to read any of the comics and just do whatever they want. So yeah, that's all the stuff happening. Well, there, yeah, 100%. This is not a perp. This is not 100% film, but shorty short. But hey, I'm really happy you liked it. Boost that score for us. OBM Reviews gave it a great movie, absolutely fantastic. Like I said, these scenes, like there's only 3 or 4 scenes in this movie where Anya Taylor-Joy and Ralph Fiennes are alone without any of the supporting cast, and they both chew it. They just knock
Hmm.
it out of the water and
Yes, they really
chew the
do.
scenery like it's
Yeah.
like it's a horse getting out of the barn for the first time after winter. And it's absolutely crazy. So highly recommend checking out this movie. Now, we're going over the list. We have 2 more Sundays this month. That means 2
Yes.
more movie reviews before we start Nostalgia November. And what
Nostalgia November. September's next.
Oh yeah, Swashbuckling September is next. And for that we will be reviewing Three Musketeers, Mask of Zorro, The Count of Monte Cristo, and one of the greatest films ever made, Princess Bride. But
Yeah.
next week, what do you think, Tucho? Should we go Rain of Fire?
You know what? Why not? I haven't seen that movie in a long time, and while it has its massive issues, it's a fun action
It's
movie.
a fun action flick that completely flew again. It flew under the radar. These are we like to
Yes.
review movies here at Real Talk that either flew under the radar or you forgot how awesome they were. And Princess Bride because it just fits the themes. I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
does it
I
tear
mean,
off a
come
song?
on. It's
It's
Princess
one of the most
Bride.
quotable movies ever. It's right up there with Star Wars and Indy.
Yeah.
So next Sunday we will do Rain of Fire.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
And I don't know where it's streaming or anything like that. If you would like to, let me find out here.
I can do a little digging.
Rain of Fire is streaming on Netflix and
Oh
Disney
well.
Plus,
Well, there you go.
and
I have
it's
access to both of those.
yeah, so fantastic. So next week we will do Rain of Fire, a post-apocalyptic movie about a dragon attack,
Yeah.
dragons,
Dragon Apocalypse.
dragon apocalypse, which you don't think it would work, but it 100% does.
It
And
really
it's
does.
not a big blockbuster movie. It won't be a $1 billion blockbuster movie, but you're going to walk away going, that was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
All right, so we will see you next week. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy the show and the stream and stuff, hit that like, hit that sub button. I do movie reviews and other show reviews and various things that pop up in my feed that are low key that people might want to hear about. And yeah, I will catch you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your night and have a great week.
Bye.